and we are live. I want to welcome you tonight. My name is Seth Mulder, and we're hosting Friends and Family. So if you're on here, you be a friend or a family. We're going to be talking about one of the most important aspects of healthcare tonight, and pardon the pun, this has been a conversation that has been a long time coming. Vitality into into the next, I'll call it the next third. I like the way that sounds, the next third, the next third of your life. I just finished in the next third. It was called Younger Next Year. Fabulous book, by the way, for men. Younger Next Year for men. It was an MD's approach to health and vitality, men over their 50s and into the 60s, and frankly, into the 80s. I just got the companion book, and you guessed it, it's called Younger Next Year for Women. And I'm actually reading that book about how I can be younger next year as a woman. But we're going to be talking tonight with some of my co-hosts about what they're doing to be younger next year, and how at the age of 60s, in your 60s and your 70s and your 80s, that you can experience vitality. You can experience, a kick in your step. You can make significant impact in your health span. Health span being measured by the quality of your life. So super excited to be with you tonight. I'm going to get to my co-hosts, and I'm gonna mute everybody just to make sure that we were about to start the dance party there. I've muted everybody, so co-hosts, when you come on, make sure that you tap your screen or click the button, depending on how you're joining tonight, and make sure you go off mute to share your story, and then you can go back on mute afterwards. So first of all, I want to go to Lilian and your family story. And tonight, I'm not going to say anything else. Lilian and Mother, take it away.
And Lorita. Okay, so I'm
Lerida.
First. Yeah. Okay, so my name in Spanish, it's Lerida. That's a province in Catalonia, Spain, where my mother was from. So I've always sort of led a healthy style of life. I didn't exercise and do things like that when I was young because I didn't like sports or so on. But I did do yoga for many years. And when we came here to Florida, that's 20 years ago, I started getting into looking around, see what I could do. And I got a group of people that were doing Qigong. I don't know if you folks know what Qigong is, but it's a precursor of Tai Chi. Tai Chi is more martial arts, and Qigong is more like healing yourself through your energies and, helping your body to be healthy. So I'm more for that. Oh, we only have a minute, yes. Lilian is telling me. Well, the thing is that I try not to go to doctors all my life. I don't like doctors. I don't like medicine. None of that. And the last time that I went for my checkup, the doctor she comes into the office and she gets into the computer, everything now is on a computer, and she starts reading everything. Oh, this is fine, and your cholesterol is fine, and your liver is fine. And then, so I said, well, pretty good for an 82-year-old. And she says, what? And then I said, well, I'm 82. That was last year. And then she checks her file and said, my goodness, I never would have thought you were 82. I forgot. Because she doesn't see me that often, just like once a year. So she says, well, what are you doing to keep up so well? So I told her, well, I tried to have the least stress possible. I do just the things I like to do. And I just get together with people I like. And they're not usually my age because they're all talking about doctor's appointments and this prescription drug and the other and so on. And so I keep active. I do dinner for my family every evening, and I help my daughter around with the laundry and anything that I can do to help. And fortunately, I have my little house right next door, which means that I'm independent and I have my privacy. I have the best of both worlds. I'm sort of independent and I know the right there to me if I need them. So I always try to have all these supplements that will not prescription drugs. So I've been taking this one for like 2008, well, 7 or 8 years already. And then I take other supplements and stuff, but I just try to keep active, and that's all I do.
So active means Tai Chi, she plays the piano at night, she knits,
I study
studying Italian, and she used to volunteer in school in Reading Pals. Now that stopped with COVID.
Yeah.
So that's what active at 82 means.
The main thing is to really enjoy what you're doing. So it's,
Love
thank
it.
you very much. And
Absolutely. Letty, for an invite to dinner, one of those family dinners. Letty, I've been flipping the switch for over 7 years, right? Love it. Thank you so much. Carolee, I want to go to your family. You guys look very cute there in the camera. Why don't you guys tell us, I know you've got a couple of stories to share tonight.
Hi, I'm
Did we lose
Carolee, and this
Carolee?
is my husband, Sonny, and both been activating and flipping our switches for right at 3 years. And this is my husband, Sonny, and he's going to tell his story first.
I've been doing pro tandem for 3 years. As time went on, I realized I was sleeping through the night. I wasn't tired during the next day. I stopped carrying antacids around with me. I used to keep them in every room, the bathroom, the kitchen, by my recliner and my shop. Then I realized I wasn't buying them when we were in the drugstore one day, and Carolee said, you're not buying any more of the Tums or anything? I said, no, I don't use them. I don't keep them anymore. So then I get up every morning, I meet friends for breakfast, and then I keep on rolling. I work in my shop, weld, and do whatever my friends need or whatever somebody needs repairing. I don't take any days off because they're boring. I don't need to rest and sleep during the day. Just a couple of days ago, my plumber friend was working on an emergency job over at Lou Rowe. He said he needed a torch that I had in my shop. So I got up from my chair, got redressed, and took it to him at 10:30 that night. I was glad to be able to help him out. This job went on till 12:45. It was a big job. Of course, I keep my doctor's appointments. Each and every doctor is happy with my health and blood test results. These days I get you're doing a good job. Keep it up. You're in great shape for 85 years.
Yep. So that's Sonny's story, and now I'll tell you my story. We live in Florida, and I'm 68, but I don't know what 68 is supposed to be like. So I just do everything I want to do. I'm pretty fortunate to be here. I've been in a couple of pretty bad accidents. One was a plane crash where my leg was broken pretty badly, and it was really tough to get it to heal. So finally, they did surgery on it, put a nail down the tibia, kind of kept everything together, put all the bone pieces back together. And that worked for 34 years. But in '08, I think it had never been straight, which caused additional problems. So in '08, we had to do it again. They had to break my leg and we had to start over again. So you can imagine that kind of creates havoc on your joints. And I also have, but I keep on going. I have 3 horses on our 20 acres, and I take care of the horses and the 20 acres, and weather permitting, I ride daily. whether it's good weather or not, of course, I have to take care of the horses daily and, you know, take care of the things around the barn. And twice a year, I just don't, I'm a person that believes in moving. Twice a year, I organize a horse clinic where we have the people come here, and I coordinate for the horses and the people where they're going to be. And then we have work on our property. We have the round pen and the arena, and I maintain that for the 5 days that we're all here. And when I'm not with my horse, I'm taking the pictures, and then we're reviewing that at night. So those days are from like 5:30 until 11, but it's great, and I can do it. I do it. So I've always believed that movement is vital. It's always what I've done. And I figure with my past history, I'm doing pretty well. I'm not on any medications. I don't take anything for pain. I use everything LifeVantage has except for the fat burn, and I love them all. And I'm super fortunate to have a friend in Lilian that introduced us and all my animals to all these products. So thank you, Lilian.
Well, Carolee and Sonny, thank you so much. And Lilian, thanks for making that happen. You know, the power of a friend, the power of sharing, you know, friends and family. That's why we're here. I want to move on to our next story. I want to go up to Canada. This lady has got a story, and we don't have time for the whole story. But I want to get the sound bite. Margaret, if you want to go ahead and unmute. Margaret has been flipping the switch, and she's a real go-getter. So Margaret Ghetto, do you want to tell us your 1 minute flipping the switch story?
Margaret Ghetto from Alberta, Canada. I'm 77 years old, and I was struck by lightning. I've had my back broke 3 times, had chronic asthmatic bronchial condition ever since then. Afternoon naps, no, don't have to have afternoon naps. I've been using the products for 4 years, and my world has changed. It has given me back so much hope for a better tomorrow. I feel stronger, more vital, sharper mental acuity. I'm able to I just feel better than I did when I was 50 years old. Thank you.
Wow, Margaret, thank you so much. There's a book in there. There's a couple of books in there. Appreciate you jumping on with us tonight. I'm going to go down to my screen. Lisa, are you ready to go? Thumbs up if you're ready to go. You and Margaret are on my same screen, so I'm just going to come to you. If you want to tap your screen and unmute and tell us your flipping the switch story.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm friends with Carolee and Lilian. And Carolee calls me and she says, "Oh, you have to tell your story." I said, "Well, it's really no big deal." But then she started saying, "Yeah, but think about everything that you do." And so it was in 2014, I had a serious fall off of my horse and fractured L2 and L3. And, you know, that took a lot of rehabbing to get back. And I was actually living on ibuprofen, probably 4 pills 4 times a day for several years. And then Carolee and Lilian said, you know, "Oh, let's get on with this and, you know, try it and see how it feels." And I have to say, you know, it's interesting because it's such a gradual progression of how you're feeling better. You don't even know you're feeling better. And kind of like what Sonny was saying, I realized, oh, wow, I'm not taking ibuprofen. I'm not doing anything. And so right now I'm not on any medication, and I work full time, 8-hour days. And then I go out and I work at a horse farm, you know, where I board my horse, and I either work that night or I ride the horse every night. And then on the weekends, I work at the horse farm all day on Sunday and half a day Saturday. And I'm on my feet 8 hours a day working in a hospital. And then I go out there and I just feel great. And it's really amazing because I was really dragging and now I've got good energy. So I flipped the switch and I love it. So thanks, Carolee and Lilian.
Thank you so much. And if you're not checking out the comments, I really encourage everybody to check out the chat box because there's a lot of great comments on while the video is happening as well. Lisa, thank you so much. I want to go to a guy who he wanted to be in this. He doesn't deserve to be in here because he's not 60 yet, but apparently he's trying to fast forward his chronological age while he's putting his functional age back. He's shaking his head at me right now. But Bob Robbins down in Arizona, I'm coming to him to talk about, he's not quite at 60. I hope, should we listen to him tonight? Should we listen? He's 58. I'll let him tell his own story. There he is. He's coming. He's coming right.
All right, Seth, thank you so much. Bob Robbins, Phoenix, Arizona. Really kind of emotional, but I would just tell you is that I'm the one that's, when my wife married me, right? I'm the one that's out in the field playing with the kids, with our kids, with the grandkids, with every set of kids. I don't want to be old. I don't want to get old. I don't want to not be able to. I love what everybody's talked about tonight, right? Energy, enthusiasm. I'm looking forward to being able to be 82 and doing all the things that you love to do. But I do it. And what I would tell you is that flipping those switches to genetic switches, we were introduced to this again because of my wife's parents. But for me, what I would tell you is that I never had allergies when I was young. At about 35 or 40, apparently I must have started to get old because all of a sudden I started getting seasonal allergies. And I would have to live on Claritin, right? And it was just miserable. My head's plugged. And for 30 some plus years, I couldn't understand why people complained about allergies. And then all of a sudden I was one of those, right? I will tell you, when I started flipping the switches, I didn't look at it. Wasn't expecting that, just prevented in my mind. And all of a sudden I realized, hey, I'm not taking that anymore. I'm going through the seasons. I don't have allergies anymore. So that's telling me my body is younger and I'm doing things. I will tell you the other thing that for me personally that was huge about this was at least twice a year I would come down with what I would consider the flu in the change in weather, right? When it got cold and then when it got in the spring when it started to get warm, and it would put me down for a week. And I'm not someone that normally goes down at all during that time. I have not, since flipping the switch in 2011, I have not had a sustained flu type thing that put me down even for a day. I may have had a runny nose, but I will tell you is that no allergies, no serious colds. And what I will tell you is that at almost 60, right, I'm playing softball in a league with my son that's under 30, right? I'm running with my 8 grandkids. I am literally having the time of my life. And Seth, what I will tell you is the most amazing thing is that after living a life where it's from 4:30 till 5:30 at night, getting home, beating yourself up in construction, in the heat, 115 degrees, what I love now is I actually have the time to spend with those that I love, doing the things that I love as a result of flipping switches. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm glad we let you in. You made the cut. You made the cut. Let's put him in the movie. Thank you so much, Bob. I really appreciate it. Remind me so much of my own story with my grandfather. But first, I want to get to a lovely lady out in the sticks in Utah, Valyn Huffbaker. Val, you would be our 7th story tonight. And if you're available and can come on camera and with your oh yeah, I see that you went on mute. If you can go camera live and share your story, Val, we would just be.
Okay, hi. So I've been flipping the switches since 2012, and I know that my quality of life is so much better because I was getting to the point where I couldn't walk and looking like I might be in a wheelchair my whole life. And so it's just, I can't even name all the things that it's helped me with because it's a process. It kind of just goes to what you need. And then the next time it helps something else. And it's even helping my my periodontal, my teeth. I've had a lot of things done with dentists, and it's amazing. I don't have any problems there anymore. I just can't even think of all the things that it's helped me with. But I just am really excited to be part of this team, part of the group, part of the company. And I feel like during, I don't know if I should say this, but I feel like my immune system is pretty good during these hard times. I just feel like, I can make it through anything. Thanks for letting me talk. And I'm 73.
Wow. 73, love it. Thank you so much. Okay, 7 powerful stories from 58, 60s, 70s, 80s. This message that we're sharing tonight, I think, is so profoundly important. I'm gonna leave you with just a really quick story of my own. I'm 46. My mother was a single mother when I came into this world, and so she moved back home to the cattle ranch in Eastern Oregon with my grandparents. And that's where I got to spend the early years. And no child ever had a better raising than I did. And I was showered with a ton of love. My grandfather was really my hero and raised me and was in my young years that fatherly influence in my life. And I remember, fast forward, in my teen years, I was a senior in high school, and we got the call that he wasn't doing well. And I went and visited him for the last time. And then there was a decline before that and a decline after. But I'll tell you, I didn't lose my grandfather to death. It wasn't his passing that really was, I think, most hurtful. It was the fact that before his body gave out. And so I lost my grandfather before I lost my grandfather. And I remember walking out of the care facility, him not really who he was and the relationship. He was estranged from the love of his life, my grandmother. 40 years of marriage, he had to be put in a facility, and it absolutely broke my heart. And I fast forward now, I'm a grandfather of 3 with our 4th grandchild on the way. I'm 46 years old. And I will tell you what I wouldn't give for 5 more minutes with my grandfather. I want to make sure that I can give that 5 minutes or 5 years to my grandchildren. So I'm flipping the switch at 46. I've been flipping the switch for 11 years. And I went into one of my healthcare facilities, my healthcare practitioners recently, and got on one of these machines that sends a current through your body and checks your BMI and your weight and your fat. And according to that study, according to that machine, although my chronological age was 46, it gave me a functional age or a biological age of 33. And I'm all about that. And I think you can see that playing out in the lives of the 7 amazing people who shared their stories tonight. So this is a message I want to get out. I'm absolutely passionate about. I'm sharing it with my friends and my family. And with that, I want to turn this over to my good friend Eileen Whipple to talk about what we're doing for our customers, friends and family, so that we can share this message, offer a discount on the product, and have a little fun. So Eileen, I'll give it to you.
All right. Hey, guys. Thank you. I appreciate hearing everyone's stories tonight. So inspiring. So LifeVantage has something of a friends and family discount. Who doesn't love to get products they know and love at a discount and share that with their friends? We all love sharing things with people we love and care about. So as you've heard tonight, we've heard our friends and family talk about their own lives and how they are living their best lives in those retirement years. And it's not only for our human friends, but also for our animal friends. And so this is the way the program works. It's really simple, and I'll show you how to get your link in a minute. But you share your link with a friend who wants more vitality and wants to live with that energy to get through every day. He gets $10 off of his first order. And then once you're a customer, you get $10 off of your next order. And then you refer your mom and dad, your aunt and uncle, your grandma and grandpa. They get $10 off of their first order. Plus they get to live that vitality that we heard from Margaret and from Carol Lee and from Lilian and Bob. And then you get $20 off your second order. And then if you share with someone else, and this is your girlfriend who's juggling 5 balls in the air at the same time, just trying to get through every day, she gets $10 off of her first order and you get $30. One of the beauties of this program is there is no limit to how many people you share your link with. And I'm going to show you how to get that. And the other cool thing is LifeVantage takes care of applying that to your next one-time order or your subscription order. So you don't even have to keep track. LifeVantage takes care of that for you. I love that. The only fine print that I want you to be aware of is that the credits you earn must be spent by the end of the following month. So if you share with your friends and family here in January, you'll need to spend those by the end of February. So what do you need to do? One, who you're going to share this with. Two, send them your link. And three, connect them with the people who shared this with you to get their questions answered. So how do you find your link? All I need you to remember is lifevantage.com. You go to lifevantage.com, and at the bottom here, there is a your unique link. You click on that. This page will populate, fill in the appropriate information, and there's your link. And you can share it via multiple media places, however you want to share it with your friends and family. Now, if you know how to log into LifeVantage into your portal, all you do is log in and you go down here and there's your link. You click on that and then this page populates. There's your link. Now you may ask yourself, how do I know how many credits I have? Well, that's back here on this page. Boom, there's your credits that you have earned. So that's it. That's all you need to know is that you love these products and you want to share them with others. So you just need to get your link, share them with the people you love, feel better, and do more.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up. Eileen, thank you. I want to thank all of my co-hosts, Sunny, Carolee, Margaret, Lerida, Lilian, because you were there too. You got some talk time. Lisa, Valin, and Bob. It's been awesome. Thanks for being our friends and our family. We're really committed to going and making an impact in the world. This is being recorded. It's done. It should be done in 24 to 36 hours. Hold me to that. And feel free to share this message. If you want to share this recording that we were on here tonight, please private message or reach out, text, DM the individual or the friend who invited you to be here tonight. We'll get you the recording link and you can share that. Everybody has somebody in this situation at 60 and beyond. And it might be you, or you might be like me, who is surrounded by people like that and have close family connections. I can tell you, when I get to the other side, my grandfather's going to be one of the first ones I run to. So may God bless you. Thank you so much for rocking it tonight. Thanks for being a friend. Thanks for being a member of our family. And it's all about flipping the switch, feeling better, and doing more. It's a wrap. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks.